Hey everyone, Eezore here, and in this video I got some advice on getting a couple of achievements in the game, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing III, and they involve the Resistance as well as the Chimera. Now for the Resistance, when you first walk into the lair, there is a quest that involves starting it. Basically the Resistance is you just send out lieutenants out to different missions in order to get different rewards, and just kind of, it's a little bit of a side thing. They only really take in real life time, so if you send out your first one, it'll be like 20 minutes, and the second one's like 25, so on and so forth. If you go here to this army tab, when you pull it up, it's gonna have the army strength on the top, the resistance soldiers, the equipment level, everything like that. The resistance soldiers, that's just the number. It keeps going up as you get through missions. You can train them, which is in the bottom left corner there. It costs 200 gold in order to train one soldier. That's universal. The upgrade button, which is at 0 and is also grayed out, that's with the equipment level. There's 3 different tiers. There's the bronze, silver, and the gold, and it's 2,000, 8,000, and 20,000, I think, respectively. So it does cost quite a bit of money to get your army up to full strength, as it should be. So as you keep doing missions, you'll get rewards, and your number of resistance soldiers will increase, so don't worry too much about that. As far as the captains go, there's 4 of them. They all kind of have their own individual special traits here, so to speak. And with those traits, I honestly don't know what some of these do, and I don't know how they affect the outcome of the actual mission. So if you look at the missions here, you'll see that there's 8 total, and as you can see, I failed the last 2 there. More on that here in a little bit. But you'll get them as you progress through the story. They kind of just unlock naturally, so just keep sending out lieutenants, and as they come back and finish them up, it's fine. I'll go through here what I did in order to get them done. When you click on the mission, it'll give a little bit of a background. That's the Commander Petrov on the bottom right there, kind of saying what you're going to be doing for that one. And then you can actually ask each one of the lieutenants what their thoughts are on how they would handle the situation. Alright, so if you look at them, like I said, they all have different abilities, like Awesome Champion, Battalion Commander, Aggression, so on and so forth. They have different variations on it. When you send them out on a mission, they will level up, so you can kind of see the skills there. You can choose to increase one of their particular traits just a little tiny bit, and then every single one of them can equip a relic, and they kind of do a massive increase for what that particular trait is. So there are 12 total. There's an achievement to get all 10. I don't know where I missed the 3, but I'm gonna go back and get that, so expect a video on that in the near future. But like I said, they do increase, they do a significant bonus to whatever particular trait you're looking for. I kind of just played it by ear with what I gave to who. It was pretty much just whoever I sent out on the mission itself is when I gave them something, and there's no indicator as to what would be the best thing. There was like a couple that were like, oh hey, you have to fight in an underground catacomb, so I think I sent somebody out with a high ambush and a high traps, just because you're going to be ambushing them down in the bottom, so, or in the underground. It just made sense to me, and they came back. Like I said, besides the last 2 missions, those are the only 2 that I failed. So as far as the missions themselves go, if you look here, so for the Research Lab Riot, I did Baron up here. So for Under Siege and the Rogue Annihilator, I did Dr. Stahl. Remnants of Harker's Army, I did Igor Stark. Ink Incursions, I did Baron up here. And then the Captured Lieutenant, I did Baron Stark again, or Igor Stark again. Now the last 2, as you see, I failed both of them. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know what specific one to do. When I sent Baron out there, who made most sense and was probably my best person, he died, so I don't really know as of right now the ramifications of what happens if they die. That's kind of the Resistance. I know it's not the most in-depth thing, but as far as I know, there's not much information on it at the moment, and I did my best here to explain it, just kind of saying what's where and how it all goes down. So next I'm going to talk about the Chimera, and with the Chimera, you get one no matter what at the very beginning of the game, when you first get to the lair, and you can send him out. He's basically just like a little bit of a, oh, how do I say it? He just kind of goes out and he gathers things for you. So he runs, his nourishment level you see in the middle there, it's going to be, you have to feed him essence in order to keep that up. He can hold up to 3 magic candles, which do different things. They can either reduce the summoning time by 2 minutes, reduce the amount of food he needs on his adventures, and also the better chance for magic find, so to speak. So like I said, you just have to feed him the essence with a nourishment level. I generally do essences that I don't really need ever. He does occasionally make a pile of excrement, which has a whole bunch of essences in it, so you do get some back. So far as I've seen, it's pretty random though, so don't worry too much about getting certain ones. I always feed him the worst ones, so There's a couple of things here with him, as I had said, besides just sending him out. What he likes to do is he has a couple of different things when you go hunting, because there's a feeding and there's a hunting tab. He starts off at level 1, and when he's level 1, you just go with any of these top 3 ones, and it's level 3, then it's level 5. If you see on the right there, it says Experience, Gold, Magic Find, Special Items, and Danger. Danger is his chance to die, so the higher danger, the more chance he has to die, with the exception of how high level he is. I think after like level 8, I never had him die again. Experience is how much experience he gets every time he runs out. Gold and Magic Find, he just brings that much gold and Magic Find items back. Special items are kind of a interesting little endeavor. They permanently increase your stats in some way, shape, or form, either giving you more damage for elemental attacks specifically, or taking less damage from elemental ones, so increases your resistances. You use them, and they give a permanent boost, but you can only use them once, and then after that you can find them again. So far as I've seen, I've only gotten one version of them all again, and so I will use them, and then I just throw the extra ones in my storehouse. So simple as that. But like I said, when you start off, I would recommend just doing the Dreamland one a couple times, since it's the lowest danger. When I did it on my second playthrough, he didn't die ever, and that was because I did Dreamland until about level 4, and then I did the Spectral Provinces, I think. No, the Ethereal Domain, just so I can get money, and that's pretty much all I ran for the whole rest of it. Because I did a little bit lower experience one for the rest of it, he wasn't max level, and I just did the third Tower Defense one on my second playthrough, and he's not quite max level yet. I think he's level 12. It does take a little bit longer, so you could just spam the last one, which just gives the most experience and stuff, but I prefer to use him just kind of as a gold find monster. There's that. You can kind of use them however you want to. The Magic Find items go off of your percentages, so if you have a really low Magic Find percent, he's not going to really bring back anything super great, so that's why I use him mainly for gold. I would give him candles. You find a couple of candles pretty early on, and I would just give him the candles that reduces time, so you can just pretty much go out on non-stop. If you are looking for Magic Find items, if that's what you want to do, then I would suggest just doing the increase drop rate chance one, which is I think a plus 20% chance for better items. So that's the biggest thing I would do, is I pretty much just use them for gold, and then if you want to use the Magic Find one, just use those candles appropriately. As for the Nourishment one, really kind of pointless. You find more than enough essences to keep him fed throughout the whole thing. It just doesn't take that much nourishment. With him also crapping out more, I actually would prefer to give him ones I don't use, like my rage ones I never use, so I would just feed him to him all the time, and then I'd get good ones like increased damage or damage reduction or something cool like that. So yeah, that's about it for the Chimera. Like I said, these kind of covers both the Resistance and the Chimera achievements. The Resistance ones are going to be Viva la Resistance and Practice Makes Perfect, and then the Chimera one's going to be Who's a Good Boy and the Beast. They all kind of revolve getting to certain levels and doing all the missions. Like I said, all the Resistance missions don't need to be passed. At least they didn't for me when I got it to proc. So you do need to do them all, though. So even if you fail the last two, not a big deal. You'll still get the achievement. Hope the video helped. If it did, go ahead and give it a like. If you like other video game related content, go ahead and consider subscribing. That's kind of what I do. Leave a comment down below, actually, if something was different for you. Because like I said, I only played through this game twice, and I've seen it pretty consistent so far, but 2 times is not near enough data to say it's consistently always like this. So if you know, again, more about the Resistance characteristics, leave that below. I haven't seen anything on those yet. And then also what you did if you got the last 2 missions to go by successfully and what you did to do that. So, alright, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep your story going.